Hey guys, welcome back to Fire Foods. In today's video I'm going to smoke a brisket and make a smoked chili with it. It's super delicious, so let me show you how to do it and let's make some fire foods. First step to make the chili is to smoke the brisket, and to prepare it we need to trim the extra fat that's on it. Start by taking off that top layer of fat. I like to keep about quarter to half inch of fat on top to help get the work on the brisket. Then trim the edges of the brisket and try to cut any thin edges off or it will burn on the smoker. Flip the brisket and you will find this chunk of fat that is called the decal. Trim that off as it's just hard fat with no flavor. Finally, remove as much silver skin as possible and trim any excess fat until you end up with something like this. To season the brisket, add some oil on top so that the rub sticks to the meat. For the rub, I'm using a mixture of salt, garlic powder, and black pepper. Make sure to be generous when applying the rub because it's a big piece of meat and will definitely need a lot of seasoning on there. So we're going to cook the whole packer brisket on the smoker at 225 degrees all the way using hickory wood. Once it gets a nice color and good bark on it, then we're going to wrap it in butcher paper and finish it until it's done. Don't forget to spray the meat to prevent it from drying out. I'm using apple cider vinegar and I spray every 1 hour. Once the internal temperature is around 165 degrees and it has developed a nice bark, take it out and spray a couple of times, then wrap it in butcher paper. Put the brisket back on the smoker and put the thermometer back in. Leave it until it hits 205 degrees internal. Then take it out and let it rest for at least 1 hour to help the brisket to relax, to bring all the moisture into the meat. Now that the brisket has been resting for some time, let's cut into it and see how it turned out. I'm going to cut in the middle of the brisket and look how juicy that is. Perfection. Now let's cut the rest of the brisket. For the chili, I'll be using the point part of the brisket. And once you cut it into slices, cut each one into small cubes and set it aside for now. To start cooking your chili, you'll need to chop up 1 red bell pepper and an onion. Then on a cast iron skillet on medium heat, add some oil, then add half cup of chopped bacon, then stir it around until it's golden brown. Then take it out and go in with your diced onion. Give it a quick mix, then add your chopped red bell pepper and keep mixing around. Finally, add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Then take it off the heat and we're ready to add the rest of our ingredients. For the rest of our ingredients, start by adding your bacon. Then add your smoked brisket, 1 can of diced tomato, 1 small can of tomato paste, 1 can of chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, 2 tablespoons of chili seasoning, 1 tablespoon onion powder, 1 teaspoon cumin, 1 teaspoon oregano, half teaspoon of cayenne powder, 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce, and finally 3 cups of beef broth. Mix everything up and it's ready to go in the smoker. I'll be smoking the chili at 250 degrees for 4 hours and I'll be using hickory wood. The chili should get darker and richer the more it stays in the smoker, so don't rush it to take it out. 3 hours have passed by. Now I'm gonna add half can of black beans, half can of kidney beans, and half can of corn. Let it cook for 1 more hour and should be done. After 4 hours, look at that color. It got that nice mahogany color and the flavor will be super rich and delicious. Now all you need to do is to top it off with some shredded cheese, some sour cream, and you'll need some tortilla chips to dip it with, and enjoy yourself some amazing smoked chili. Guys, make sure to try this recipe and share it with your friends and family, and let me know in the comments below what other recipes you want to see next. And that's the end of the video, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell to get notified for upcoming new videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.